Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Hi everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. A very warm welcome for the orientation session of financial management. I am Hussain Qazi, facilitator for the subject financial management, advanced financial management, and strategic business reporting. You can consider this orientation session as a demonstration lecture of FM by Hussain Qazi. The duration of the lecture is about 50 minutes to 1 hour. Based on my 18 years of experience, I can assure you that at the end of the session, you will get the right direction for your FM exam preparation. And based on this exam directions, based on the suggested direction, you will be able to pass your upcoming FM exam. But the condition is that you have to watch this video very carefully with full of concentration till end. So I'm going to start the session with the motivation factor. Sir, what motivation factor? Because screen here is showing about FM passing rate. Yes, the FM passing rate is absolute motivation factor for you. This is what the last 5 semester result of FM or F9, and this is approximately 50%. It means 50% chance that you will pass your exam. And believe me, this is a very higher percentage as compared to other skill module exams. 50% chances. It's a very much motivation factor to you. Now, what you should do? You should make a right direction, right strategy, commitment, and discipline with full of obsession that yes, I have to become this 50% part. I will provide the guidance, and based on that guidance, you have to motivate your mindset, be positive, and do it. So we have started the session with full of energy, full of motivation. So let's move. What's the agenda points of this complete orientation session? First, we will cover what is the right approach to study the subject financial management. Number 2, financial management syllabus insights and exam structure. Then we will cover a small practice question. Number 4, what should be the right study approach towards the success of the exam of the subject FM. Number 5, FM study and practice material. Number 6, how the course execute with Hussain Qazi and students regular frequently asked questions and their answers. So let's start with a brief profile of Hussain Qazi. It's a brief profile. Number 1, Alhamdulillah, 18 years of facilitation experience for ACCA qualification. Specialized for the teaching of the subject financial management, advanced financial management, and strategic business reporting. I'm a senior faculty member at Tabani School of Accountancy, Platinum Status College of Pakistan. Platinum status means where the rate of passing is higher than the global passing rate. And my total 18 years of journey, it's completely associated with the Platinum status colleges. I'm also a founding partner of a learning platform that's called HusseinQazi.com. That is online learning platform. Alhamdulillah, throughout the 18 years of journey, hundred of times, more than 100 times, in Pakistan and outside the Pakistan, student got prize winner awards through my facilitation. ACCA invited me multiple times for exam focus session to support not only students but also for the tutor support. I've conducted different exam focus session for students and tutor in Pakistan, outside the Pakistan as well, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. For your knowledge, I am also a CBD trainer of ACCA. Furthermore, corporate world, my association with KPMG, a big four audit firm, from 2005 to 2010, and after that, me and my partner established a firm, a professional accountancy firm that's called HRS Network, and till now, till present, I've been engaged with HRS Network as a director business development for professional accountancy services. You can find more about me with www.hussainkhazi.com. So, come to the agenda point. The first agenda point: what is the right approach to study finance? I'm not exactly starting the subject details and all these things. I'm starting with the point: what is the right approach to study finance? Right approach to study finance. Students, the subject name is financial management. Moving forward, you can also study during ACCA journey an optional exam of advanced financial management. After ACCA, you can study the subject or the qualification. You can enter with CFA or the academics aspect, the master's or MPhil or PhD programs for finance. Whenever you study the subject finance, do remember some core points. Study of finance, it's about financial management. Our role as a financial manager, with this subject, our role as financial manager. Here, our role, it's not like an accountant. Because you study accounting, you have already studied the accounting or costing. Accounting, where the financial accountant role, it's about recording and reporting of the transaction. So financial accounting it's all about past. It's all about recording, reporting, making of financial statement. But the financial management, as a financial manager, we have to develop our mindset like an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs like Bill Gates or Elon Musk. Bill Gates and Elon Musk, as an entrepreneur, never think like an accountant. They appoint the accountant to record the transaction, but they don't think like an accountant. They always think about investments, arrangement of finance, returns, and also always about future plans, always about decision making. So here the subject about long-term decision making. So your mindset, just like an entrepreneur. Financial manager always advise or support to entrepreneurs. So students, the subject is about planning. That is about future oriented. It's not about past, it's not about reporting. So let's take some examples now. This is a picture. The picture of financial statement. Yes, the picture of financial statement. That is called income statement, that is called balance sheet. This is one picture, but two different personality having different views of this picture. Personality number one, for example, me, financial accountant. Personality number two, you, financial manager, or you as entrepreneur. If I watch that particular picture, financial statement, as financial accountant, so my point of view is about just recording and reporting of or making of financial statement. But if you are an entrepreneur or financial manager, you never consider this financial statement as a recording or reporting of transaction. For example, you need to think in a manner: assets means investments, machine, to buy machine, investment, new product line, investment, penetrate in the new market. You are going to invest for the penetration in the new market. For example, you have been engaged with the local industry. Now you have decided to go for export, new market, investment. Acquisition of another business. You are a bank and you are going to acquire a telecom company. Acquisition. This is investment. So assets means investment. Whenever financial manager or businessman think about investment, so before final decision to make investment, always consider, is this investment having enough returns? Because returns we need to provide, or the profit we need to distribute to the finance providers. Who are the finance providers in the business? Either equity finance, the shareholder, or either the debt finance, for example, bank loans or debenture holders. So there are two possibilities of the finance, equity or debts. So very conclusively, being as a finance manager, you always think like an entrepreneur in a manner. Number one, identify investment opportunity. Number two, evaluate that. Is this investment profitable for you? Like to calculate, for example, NPV. NPV. You studied a limited topic in F2. NPV. If the NPV positive, then you need to decide how to arrange finance, either debt, either equity, or combination. So this subject, it's all about long-term decision making for investment, for finance, for returns. One more way for this explanation. Let's suppose one more way to explain this. I wanted to make it very much clear. Don't think about this subject as an accountant, but like an entrepreneur. A bigger picture. Assume that you are a chairman of a company. Here is a company, for example, cement sector, and you are chairman. You appointed me as an accountant. Here the guy recording of transaction, it's me, Hussain Qazi, but you are an entrepreneur. Let's suppose a case is that you, the chairman, and me, the accountant, your accountant, a chartered certified accountant, are sitting together in one room. So there's a knock on the door of the room, and you replied, yes, come in. This third personality is a production manager. And production manager, it's now starting communication with you. You are a chairman, you are an entrepreneur of this company. Production manager says that, number one, sir, congratulations. Since last 3 years, your business is performing with continuously growth. That's good, number one. Number two, sir, but the plant capacity, it's now become 100%. Being as a production manager, I wanted to inform that we are not able to facilitate more growth with this plant. If next year we have a continuation of the growth, so it's not possible to meet this capacity. In simple word, production manager is asking for having new investment or new plant, investment in new plant. So entrepreneur is observing your communication, and entrepreneur also asking with the production manager or also observing from the market situation, is this growth of demand, it's continuous, is a permanent demand for the growth? Because investor wants to know that if I'm going to invest in plant and invest for second plant, the second plant investment must be rational. means justified. Based on the demand, growth should be permanent. So my investment will be profitable. So our point is that this communication between entrepreneur and production manager, me as an accountant, also was observing the communication. But as an accountant, what my thinking or my mindset is that if entrepreneur, that's you, agreed for the expansion or purchase of new plant, so what I should think as an accountant, in the case of purchase, what should be debited, what should be credited, what accounting standard I will apply, for example, I-16, what should be the depreciation method, how I-16 will apply, how I will calculate or estimate residual value, dismantling estimations. This is my capacity. This is my role, accountant. But I have a question to you. You as an entrepreneur, will you think in this manner? Never, never. Entrepreneurs never think the situation like an accountant. Focus on the screen. Entrepreneur will think this situation about investment. New machine is about investment. Investor will think that if I'm going to invest this machine, so is this machine having profitability? Number two. And this profit is enough to provide returns to debt and equity holder? Or how I will arrange debt and equity to support this investment? So investor at this point, as at this chair, will think about the decision making and the long term, investment long term, finance long term, returns long term. So I hope it's very much clear that how you have to develop your mindset as financial manager. So welcome to financial management. The subject is about business. The subject name, financial management. You have studied different subjects in business studies during ACCA, law, taxation, accounting, but here financial management. Financial management is about decision making of investment, decision making about right finance, debt or equity or mixture, combination. Once investment become execute, make a policy how to provide dividends, investment, finance, dividends. This is what all the role of financial manager. So we as a financial manager will study this subject, and our scope, our responsibility. What's the responsibility of accountant? To record and report of transaction. What the scope of financial manager? Do remember, maximize the wealth of shareholder. Again, maximize the wealth of shareholder. Again, maximize the wealth of shareholder. As a finance manager, we will study and we have a responsibility to identify new business investment, arrange new finance or best finance, and then provide return to the shareholder. That's called to maximize the wealth of shareholder. Once again, welcome to the subject financial management. Now, as a financial manager or the subject of financial management, what's the detail inside with this subject? Do remember, within the journey of ACCA, the subject exists at two levels. Number one, FM. This is the initial level, and if you will get interest with this subject, you will get or you will opt the advanced financial management at the option level of exam. So this is the introductory level of course. Financial management syllabus insights. There are 6 areas of syllabus. Quickly. Number 1, financial management function and environment. Number 2, investment appraisal. Number 3, business valuation. Number 4, business finance. Number 5, working capital management. Number 6, risk management. 6 areas of syllabus. So before discussing a little bit about details of syllabus, quickly, sir, what's the exam format? 3 sections: Section A, Section B, Section C. Section A, 15 objective test questions, OTQs, 2 marks each, total 30 marks. Section B, 3 OT cases, each OT cases having 5 objective test questions and total 30 marks. Section C, 2 CRQs, 20 marks each and total 40 marks. That's about the 100 marks question. Section C is about CRQs like this format. Section A and B, objective type questions with section A or B. B is a case basis of OTQs. Like examiner can examine the multiple choice, multiple response, blanks, drag and drop down list, hotspot or hot areas. So that's the paper structure. Now, how the syllabus examine with different exam format. Number 1, a little bit details about the syllabus with the exam format. Section A, it's about financial management, function and environment. With this section, we will discuss how any financial manager develop a policy to identify the investment opportunity, identify the right finance, and develop the dividend policy, that means return to the shareholders. For example, we are a Toyota company, and as a finance manager, we have a responsibility to consider the market situation and identify the new investment opportunity, new launching of the cars, new markets, new models, change in the models. So this is called identify the investment opportunities and evaluate, is this profitable for the shareholder or not. Once decide, then arrange the right finance. That's called financing policy, debt or equity or combination. Once the project start, then financial manager need to think how to provide returns in terms of dividend to shareholders. This section, exam scope, it's 5 to 10 marks. And it's all about theory. It's all about theory, 100% theory. Examiner examines section A of the syllabus with either section A type question or maximum B type question, not with CRQs. Number 2, very interesting, investment appraisal. Very interesting, investment appraisal. Here we will discuss the thing about analysis. Once investor identify investment, then need to analyze, is this profitable? This is called long-term appraisal methods. We will cover here NPV, IRR, payback, and more. It's more about calculation, but you cannot ignore theory. I know that there may be a question in your mind, sir, how much area of the syllabus of FM theory and calculation? Don't worry, I will cover this point later. Don't worry. But always examiner ask the questions. For example, the section C is a combination of theory and calculation. Same for section B type question and also for A. The whole paper is the combination of theory and calculation. So here more about calculation, but also very interesting theory. Exam scope 12 to 15 marks. And examiner with the section wise, it can examine with A part, B part or C part. Means anywhere in the paper, anywhere in the exam. Section C is about business finance. One side investment, another side finance. It's all about long-term finance, debt finance, equity finance. How to arrange debt finance, how to arrange equity finance. Once equity and debt finance arrange, so what should be the return to the provider of finance, to the debt holder, to the equity holder? So it's about dynamics of equity and debt finance. Very interesting. It's again mixture of calculation and theory. Approx 10 to 15 marks. Examine, and examiner can examine with the scope of section A, B, C, anywhere. Business valuation, very interesting topic. Business valuation, it's a very broader topic, but a very limited part within the syllabus of FM. Actually, business valuation topic examined with AFM, advanced level. This topic is about acquisition and merger. For example, in Pakistan, recently, a telecom landline based company PTCL just acquired a telecom cellular company, mobile based company, Telenor. So PTCL just acquired Telenor. So it's about, if we can think that if PTCL it's going to acquire, let's suppose it's going to acquire the Telenor. So first of all, PTCL must have to value a business, value that particular business. So what are the methodologies for the valuation of the business, including equity, including debt? So this topic, it's more about acquisition mergers. Here we will cover how to value equity, how to value debts. It's about acquisition decision, mixture of calculation and theory, exam scope 10 to 15 marks approx, and scope of exam, it's about A and B, section A, section B. That's a point. Section E, working capital management. Very important topic. Do remember, financial management or financial manager's role, not only just to identify investment and execute the investment, but also involve the running finance of the business. Means, for example, if you establish a company, for example, if you started a superstore, supermarket, and you have invested or you have invested the amount for the long-term purpose, that's land, building, equipments, machineries, shelves, a lot of things. But do remember, finance is not only required for this long-term purpose. Finance is also required to run the business. The another question is that we have to monitor how well the business it's going to running. In simple words, one thing is human body, but another thing is that circulation of blood. So one thing is establishment of business. Another thing is that how to circulate the finance, how to manage day-to-day operations of the business, how finance should manage for the day-to-day operations. And this is called working capital management. Very detailed topic, very detailed. It's a mixture of calculation and theory. Exam scope 15 to 25 marks. Examiner can examine anywhere A, B, and C. Last section. What is this, sir? A rainy day, a person standing with umbrella. It's something of, what is the role of umbrella? I can say umbrella, it's something or plays the role of protection of rain. Protection. So here the topic about risk protection means risk management. One of the topic that is section F, not very extensive, but a little bit technical. That is about Forex and interest. One of the function of the financial manager is about treasury. And what is about treasury, we will discuss later. But including treasury functions, we have some issues to face. For example, with our business, we regularly import our raw material. So if we regularly import our raw material, so we face the risk. Business bear the risk about the fluctuation of foreign currency. Means devaluation of local currency or appreciation of foreign currency. So this is the risk. Here we will cover the risk of forex and how to manage this risk. So we need to identify how to protect with this risk, with this topic. Another way, business regularly deal with the debt financing. Short term, for example, bank OTs, long term bank loans. And with any economy, interest may fluctuate and impact on, for example, the borrowing cost. So this is the risk. Another risk. How to manage this risk? That's another point. So here we will cover forex and interest risk management. Actually, this is very extensive topic, but you will cover with advanced level. Here, a very limited discussion. It's more about technical calculation, but you cannot ignore theory. Every topic connect with the theory. Exam scope 10 to 15 marks. Exam scope only with section AB. Examiner will never examine with section C. So, conclusively, FM exam grid, that's very important for you. Concentration required. 6 sections. Section A, financial management, function and environment. Only examine with section A or section B. Majority with section A. Investment appraisal can examine anywhere. Business valuation can only examine with section A, section B. Business finance, examiner examine anywhere in the syllabus. Working capital management, examine anywhere in the syllabus, anywhere in the paper. Risk management only examine with section A and B. So that means 3 topics: investment appraisal, business finance, and working capital. These are the core topic. All topics are important, but you can secure your 60 marks by covering these 3 topics. So this is what about smart technique. Yes, we will focus the hard aspect as well as the smart aspect as well. So save your 60 marks with investment appraisal, business finance, and working capital. Next point, FM study and practice material. During the preparation, what will be the study material and the practice material? Number 1, if you registered with my course, 100% course notes will be available. I will also provide some of the suggested answer, especially for section C, to support your drafting technique. Because the model answer, it's very much complicated for students. But here we will provide you for all section C syllabus areas how to draft answer and what's the student caliber answers. And I will also provide some solution of section A and B with the smart techniques. I will also provide some question bank of A, B, and C, all section. From a student point of view, you have to arrange the Kaplan study text, Kaplan revision kit, and you need to get access for ACCA Study Hub only for practice material, not for study material. For theoretical and study material, my notes and Kaplan text is more than enough. That's the point. This is the practice material available with CB platform and with ACCA past paper PDF format. So I must say with CB platform, this list it's very extensive. Till now, 10 past paper available, and this list shows that the past paper available sometimes section C only, and some of the paper with full scope. And with the PDF format, I will provide you the complete PDF format with these 7 papers. Further, with the examiner report, you can identify section A and B more questions. But don't worry, I've compiled at one place almost 6 to 7 semesters A or B sections. I will also provide to you. The examiner, based on examiner reports, the section A and section B questions. So let's start. Let's make an exercise. One practice question with Hussain Qazi to get an idea how the lecture will deliver. For example, this is a practice question. Very basic question. Investment appraisal by NPV. Investment appraisal by NPV. Let's suppose project cost 100,000. Project life 5 years. Inflows year 1 to 2, year 1 and 2, 28,000 per year. Year 3 to 5, 40,000 per year. Discount rate 10%. Requirement to calculate NPV. Very simple. For NPV, it's all about long-term decision making. It's all about long-term decision making, where time value of money also affected. So we need to identify relevant cash flows, and assuming all these cash flows are relevant. Project life is 5 years, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Investment, it's minus 100,000. By the way, we always practice with CB format or Excel. And cash inflows. Cash inflows 28,000, 28,000, 40,000, and 40,000. These are the net cash flows. And we can simple sum. Control C, Control V. Sum. For example, the discount rate here 10%, for example. So you can pick the discount rate either from the discount table or simple apply formula is equal to, and we will practice with the shortcut formula as well, is equal to 1.101 is the formula with the discounting factors. 0.10 is about 10%. Power minus, and then select power minus select this 0. Simple. Control C, Control V. Save the time. So once again, you can identify from the table, but you can save your time. Is equal to 1.10. If the discount rate is 9%, 1.09. Here 10%, 1.10. Power minus select 0. Sorry. Is equal to 1.10. Power minus select 0. Control C, Control V. Present value is equal to 100,000 into 1. Control C, Control V. This is once again is equal to 100,000 multiplied by select 100,000 multiplied by select the cell 100,000, cell of 100,000. Control C and drag. Control V. Simple. NPV is equal to sum $30,805.02 is equal to sum all these present value 30,805. This is NPV. But with a spreadsheet, some shortcut functions also available. Some shortcut functions also available. What does that mean, sir? Shortcut functions. One moment. Yes. Listen carefully. I'm providing you some shortcut functions. Ignore this highlighted figure. For example, this is the net cash flows. Net cash flows. And we wanted to calculate NPV. So we can also calculate NPV like this. Is equal to NPV, bracket open, discount rate 0.1 or 10%, comma, select year 1, 2, 3, 4 net cash flows, bracket close, plus 100,000. Sorry, is equal to NPV once again 0.1, comma, select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 100,000. The answer is this value. Sorry, once again, is equal to NPV 0.1, comma, select net cash flows plus 100,000. Same answer. Sir, can you please repeat once again? Once again, is equal to NPV, bracket open, 0.1 discount rate, comma, select only the inflows, year 1 to 5, bracket close, plus, sir, why you are adding here, plus, why you mention plus? Because plus and minus 100,000 investment, plus minus, enter 30,805. Sir, is this acceptable during exam? Yes. Smart functions. Is this available with the spreadsheet function? Yes. Available. Even you wanted to calculate IRR? Yes. Here is equal to IRR, bracket open, select, that's all, 21%. Sir, what you are saying once again is equal to IRR, bracket open, select all. Just this, 21%. So simple. Is this possible with the exam? Yes, it's possible. These type of techniques we will cover with calculation and also with theory. I will also cover the theoretical drafting, how to draft your answer as well. So this is one basic exercise with you. I've done with the basic exercise to demonstrate my ability for the subject, but it's very limited. Actual full throttle we will cover with the theory as well. Sir, what is the right approach? Do let us know the right approach to study finance. For example, sir, do let us know what are the 3 points, what are the 3 main points to consider. We will start and focus on these 3 points and then pass our exams. Students, FM study approach towards success. You want success? Yes. So you need preparation. Of course, sir, but how? The first thing, before discussing the secret about how to get success, or 3 points. Number 1, once again, the motivation factor for you. The motivation is that 50% average passing rate. So bear in your mind, be positive. Must have to be committed to become part of this 50%. To part of this 50%. So, sir, what are the action plan? What are the action points? There are 3 things to consider. Number 1, Be committed to cover 100% knowledge. Number two, balance approach. Number three, exam simulation. These three ingredients to get success, one by one. First thing, 100% knowledge. There are 6 syllabus area. You have to cover with all syllabus area with full of honesty. Theory plus calculation. Theory plus calculation. Theory plus calculation. Be honest to cover theory plus calculation. Number two, first thing is knowledge. Number two, balance approach. What is the meaning of balance approach? Balance approach means your AFM exam, you will face your AFM exam with 60% theory and 40% calculation. Aha, sir, this is the point. 60 theory, 40 calculation. Yes, here is the reality check. It's not my point of view. It's your exam requirement. One of the example with the CRQ 20 marks question. Don't read this requirement. Just observe. 20 marks question, A1, 2 marks calculation. A2 calculation, 2 marks. A3 calculation. A4 calculation. But so calculation having 9 marks. But what about the theory? Discuss 5 marks. Discuss 6 marks. So here is the reality check. Out of 20 marks, 9 marks, that is 45, but out of 29 marks, that is 45%. It's calculation. And 55% theory. And same applicable with section A and B as well. So do remember, it's about 55 to 60% theory, sometimes 63% theory, and 38 to 40% calculation. Balance approach. First thing, have to cover 100% syllabus with full of honesty. That is knowledge of about calculation, theory, both. Number two, balance approach. For example, if you have decided, sir, for the 10 weeks, I will invest 100 hours. 10 weeks, I will invest 100 hours. So do invest your 100 hours for preparation, revision, practice with this balance approach. Make sure that your time you will invest during study, 60% for theory, 40% for calculation. For practice, attempting exam question, all these things. What normally students do? 90% time invest for calculation and 10% for theory, and even just reading the theory, not practicing the theory. 90% time for calculation, 10% theory, and then face the exam. If you go to the exam with 90% calculation and 10% theory, definitely you will bounce back, because you will face the exam of 60% theory, 40% calculation. This is what about reality check in front of you. So 3 tips are important. Number 1, knowledge. Number 2, balance approach. Number 3, exam simulation. What does that mean, exam simulation? I don't believe the term practice. I believe simulate your exam. Means whenever you are practicing your exam question, CRQs, OTQs, assume that you are sitting in the examination hall. For example, one of the syllabus area is covered of investment appraisal, and I have given you one CRQ of 20 marks. So what's your responsibility? Number 1, you must have to attempt your 20 marks question assuming you are sitting in the examination hall. Feel like the examination hall. Whenever you are sitting in the examination hall, you avoid all distraction. Shut down the door, switch off your mobile, assuming you are sitting in the examination hall. Number two, fix the timer. The golden rule. Total time 3 hours, 180 minutes, and total 100 marks. 180 divided by 100, 1.8 minutes for each mark. If you are attempting 20 marks question, 20 multiplied by 1.8, you have 36 minutes. Lock the timer of 36 minutes. Avoid distraction, lock the timer, open CBE format. Zero tolerance about manual working. No manual working. No Microsoft Excel, no Microsoft Word. Open CBE format. Start your question. Fix the timer, start question. Take, assuming you are sitting in examination hall. Do it. At the end of 36 minutes, for example, out of 20 marks, you have attempted 17 marks. No worries. No worries, no worries, no worries. You have attempted 17 marks, no worries. Just highlight that you have attempted 17 marks, and after that, take 5 to 6 minutes and complete your question. And if you are a registered student, submit assignment to me. I will feedback to you. I will give feedback to you on the email. If you are not a registered student, it's not about the business. It's free advice. Mark my word. If you do that activity, almost all syllabus area where CRQs examine, and for example, 10 to 12 questions you attempt for CRQs and OTQs as well. Same case, you will feel the difference about your personality. Your confidence will build up. And mark my word, if your personality improves or confidence build up, just text me on WhatsApp. Yes, sir. Now I am improving. So third one, exam simulation. So 3 tips are important. What are the 3 tips to qualify the FM exam within first attempt? 100% knowledge, balanced approach, exam simulation. Now success is waiting for you. That's all. So how FM with HussaiNQazi.com? Number 1, you will get FM premium videos that's recorded, including concept building and practice questions. FM course notes will be available for entire syllabus, but book reading also important. I will guide you how much part of the book you need to read. I will provide suggested answers. I've already discussed before. What about the suggested answer? Weekly meetups, Friday 7 p.m. Lock your schedule. FM assignments and feedbacks, regular basis. FM mocks and feedbacks, regular basis. These 4 points are game changer for you. At the end of the course, what you will get? The learning outcome, syllabus knowledge, 100% you will get. Practice questions. Sorry, it's not about SBR, it's about FM. Practice questions of FM. You will be able to get drafting techniques as well, where a student face very challenges. I will also provide smart techniques where you can save the time, where you can easy catch the marks, smart techniques. And we will also cover the reading of the psychology of the examiner, report analysis, what examiner actually expect from you. Frequently asked questions, what study text required for FM preparation, क्या plan study text, plus my notes. What revision kit required for preparation, क्या planned revision kit required for A and B section especially, plus section C, whatever the grid I have shared with you previous slides, that's enough. From September 18 to till now, you have to cover the section C questions. What technical articles are important for FM? Very limited technical articles. I will guide you during my course. How to access lectures and till when the lectures will be available. Lectures will be available through LMS and available till your exam date. How to submit assignment, mocks, and able to get feedback. I will conduct 2 mocks. One it's about ACCA published mock, and one I will normally develop for my own students, my registered students. So whatever the assignment submission and the feedbacks, you have to submit the assignment with this email address. Email address name is afmbiosankazi@gmail.com. So this email address, it's actually for both students, for AFM and FM. And normally I do reply within 3 days after the submission of the assignment. How the live session will conduct and what are the timings? Lock your calendar every Friday 7 p.m. through Zoom channel. What are the key variables to get success of FM exam? Video lectures, notes, assignment, motivation. That's a success. And the 3 variables: honest, 100% knowledge; balanced approach, 60% theory, 40% calculation. Number 3, simulate the questions as max as possible. How much proportion of the FM exam with theory and calculation already covered? 60-40. 60% theory, 40% calculation. Success variables based on 4 components. Whenever you get success in your life, 4 components important. Number 1, be confident. Yes, I can do that. Daring, I have to do that. Means obsession. Yes, I have to do that. Positive mindset. Avoid all negativity. Mayusi kufr hai. Avoid negativity. And discipline. If you have made the plan but not implementing the plan, it's not able to pass. Discipline. My FM course or FM with Hussain Qazi will provide you support to become under 50%. It's not 45%, it's about 50%. To become 50%. Yes, be committed. So thank you for your time. So let's start the FM success journey. You can connect with us with my YouTube channel. Subscribe my YouTube channel to get valuable insights. That is youtube.com/@Hussain Qazi. You can contact me during my official hours through WhatsApp +2 +92 321 827 1784. Thank you very much from my side. If you have any question, you can ask me. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.